Welcome back to another video. We just touched down in Thailand. Me, Thomas, Royce, Peter. So let's go through immigration and get to our hotel. So we checked in, smooth process. Let's check out the room. We've got 2 elephants in the room. Those 2. And the towels. Nice setup. We've got a big, well, I'd say a normal double bed, single bed, couple of sofas. And the view of Bangkok. Right, let's check out the bathroom. Nice shower, toilet, the essentials as we need it. I wonder, let's check the power. No stinger on the ringer today. Place to put a suitcase. Nice place to work. Here's the luggage. Welcome back to the next day. I'm just stood by the small river next to our hotel. But there's plenty of life in here. You might be able to see. The fish keep coming up. There's a lot of them. So maybe feeding on all the flies that are landing on top of the water. But I'm quite surprised at how much is actually in here, and they look quite big. So we're just gonna take a walk from Old Town Bangkok. And we're heading along to 3 locations today. Some spots that we're going to show you, and I would like to go and check out. So stay with us as we walk through the Old Town Bangkok, past Khao San Road, and down to our first location. We'll show you some of the shops on the way, and we will see the people trying to get us in some tuk-tuks. Everyone's trying to make a bit of money, an honest living. And the temperature here is a lot more different to the Philippines. It's more hotter in Thailand, but it is full of tourists here so far from what we can see. So that is good for Thailand and their tourist industry. They've still got a lot of people coming here. But I will add, our hotel, we're staying at the Riverside Hotel. It is a good hotel, seems in a good spot. The breakfast this morning was more than adequate. There's a buffet style breakfast, so you can have what you want. Nice coffee, good selection. So yeah, I would probably stay there again if I was to come here. In fact, I'll probably try and find good hotels to tell everybody some information of what I found was nice. And the other location that I was actually told to stay at was called Chillax, which is actually right next to us. I didn't actually think they were so close together, but they are. When I was looking on booking.com, which is what I used, I thought they was closer to Khao San Road. It says 500 meters. It's probably about 15 minutes walk. It's probably about a 15-minute walk there. So Great little spot. Let's make our way to our location and see what we can find along the way. Just going up onto the bridge, but I want to show you this building, the Chinese architecture of it. Let me get a little bit past so you can see better. If we get time, we'll go and check out Chinatown as well, but we'll see how we go. These are all planned days, but I like to go with the flow and how we feel in the moment and what we're going to do, as we're with other people, so we're doing it as a group. So let's make our way down through Bangkok.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm okay, thank you. Got some nice stalls going through here. Everyone's selling their bit of food. On the other side of the street, see one of the temples. The buildings are just fascinating, and these are the shrines. They pay their respects to Buddhism. You often find bottles of strawberry Fanta left there, and this is the Khao San Road. There's a lot more than when we walked down here yesterday. Must be day for the markets. We are on a Tuesday here now, so we're just going to walk straight down through all this main road down to our first location. But as you can see, there's plenty to choose from, and have a look around. You get your SIM cards from these shops, so just take a stroll. You don't need no tools, look them up and do it yourself. That's what I'm doing. So you don't need to spend all this money that they're asking for. Yes, they're trying to make money, but why when you can do it yourself? It's not that difficult. Today the first location is 20 minutes from my hotel, so that's why I'm doing it myself. And a bit of cardio for the day. Yeah, it is warm, but that's the way it is. If you don't like it, don't go to a warm country. Just checking out the river. Since we're walking past, you've got the long tail boats here. The guy's obviously doing some sort of tour. Oh, it's a pier. Look how long the barge boat is. It's huge. Got a tug pulling that barge along, and one behind it. Oh, it's two boats, that's why. I thought it was one boat, but it's two. Just walking through university, following the river, trying to get to a site. We are going to be visiting the Grand Palace, but today is the Queen's birthday, so after 1 o'clock we've been told. So we've got another one of these boats being tugged up the river. Looks like this one is even bigger than the last one. Must be all the rubbish or wood, like the one that goes up the Thames. Let's continue our exploration across Bangkok city. So we've got ourselves some sour mango with some chilli and sugar. Dip it in. Works perfectly. 20 baht, that's all it costs. Let's continue. Peter, try this.
What is that?
Mango.
It's very green.
Yeah, it's more sour, but it's not actually that sour. Just grab one with your hand.
What's that?
Sugar and chili.
Let's have a look.
Does it taste good?
Yeah. Works very well. It's not as sour as the ones I've had down Khao San Road, but it's still nice. You want some?
No, I don't take them.
It's not spicy.
No, but it's sour. No, what's the name?
Is that cheese?
Oh. Banana.
Squashed in.
He's squashed it.
We're off to the Thai pier. Some gentleman just helped us out. Today is the Queen's birthday, so the temples are shut. So, change of plans. Happy birthday! So, couldn't actually do what we wanted to do, and we come to the Thai pier. Actually got helped out massively by someone there, drew me a map, told me how much it was going to be. Come here, getting a long tail, going to do a little tour, and we got them down to 700 Thai baht each. Put it on the screen below so you can see what's what. So now we're making our way towards the boat.
Khao San Fort, which I believe is the structure in your image next to the Thai pier in Bangkok, has a rich backstory tied to the early days of the city. Constructed in 1783 under King Rama XI, the founder of the Chakri dynasty, it was part of a broader effort to fortify Bangkok after the capital shifted from Thonburi to the east bank of the Chao Phraya River. This move came after the fall of Ayutthaya in 1767, when the kingdom needed a stronger, more defensible capital. The fort was one of 14 built along the river and city moat to protect Bangkok from potential invasions, especially from Burmese forces, given the tensions following the Ayutthaya sacking. Khao San Fort, located at the northern edge of the old city, near the confluence of the river and Bang Lampu Canal, was strategically placed to guard against naval attacks. Its octagonal shape, thick whitewashed brick walls, and crenellated parapets were designed for defense, housing cannons, some of which you can still see today. Architecturally, it reflects a blend of Thai and Western, as European military designs were creeping into Thai fortifications during this period, thanks to contact with colonial powers. The fort's name comes from Mount Meru, Sumeru in Thai, a sacred peak in Hindu-Buddhist cosmology, symbolizing its role as a protector of the kingdom's spiritual and physical heart. Over time, as military threats waned and Bangkok modernized, most of the original forts were demolished. Khao San Fort and Mahakarn Fort are the only two left standing. By the 20th century, Khao San was no longer used for defense and fell into disrepair until the 1980s, when it was restored as part of Santachai Prakarn Park's development for Bangkok's bicentennial celebrations in 1982. Today, it's a historical landmark within the park, surrounded by greenery, with its upper level offering views of the river and nearby Pra Arthit Pier, likely the Thai pier you mentioned.
Safety first, the first time in Asia. Must have the life jacket. Nice and steady, does it? Must be the Navy port over there. If you're wondering why that the river is looking so brown, just like I was, it's because during rainy season a lot of sediments get washed down from upstream like farmlands and mountains, so it makes the river look like tea colour.
That's the area we walked through earlier, the Coast Guard. I've never seen a Taco Bell boat before. Navy there, the Marines guarding it. That's something else, isn't it? The Grand Palace. Now we're entering the canals.
As we turned off the main river and entered the canal, this is where Bangkok shows you what most travellers never see out here. Life still follows the rhythm of the water. These temples you will see along the canal weren't built beside the road, they were built beside the water for centuries. This was the main way people travelled, traded and worshipped. That's why monks still arrive by boat today. And if you think that's impressive, stay with me. A massive Buddha is waiting further up the canal, and we're also going to be passing through what is called a floating market. Then later I'll be stepping off right in front of Wat Arun, one of Thailand's most important temples, known as the Temple of Dawn. So keep watching, because the deeper we go, the more Bangkok reveals its history, and honestly, this is the best part of the whole trip.
This is floating market.
As we've reached floating market, you may be wondering why there are so many fish in these canals. It's not just nature. In Thai Buddhist culture, releasing fish into water is considered a good deed. Locals believe setting fish free brings luck, clears bad karma and creates positive energy for the future. So over decades and generations, people have released thousands of fish into canals like this as part of a merit-making ceremonies. They are also well protected. Fishing is often discouraged or even banned in certain temple canal areas because the fish are considered blessed. That's why they are so tame and often gather around boats. They are used to people feeding them instead of trying to catch them.
That's why they're so
Saka yung float. So the market is the one floating. I thought the one in the boat. Why do they look like iridescent?
to the next destination. We will take a look at floating market in another video when it's at its best.
Just over the treetops there, you might be able to see it already. In a moment we're going to arrive at one of the most impressive sights along this canal, the Big Buddha. What makes this so special isn't just the size, it's the story behind why it faces the water and how thousands of people donated to build it. When we get closer I'll show you just how incredible it is and why locals believe travelling past it brings good fortune. Stay with me, because as we round this corner, Bangkok gives you a view that even most tourists never see from the water.
See the skyscrapers of Bangkok in the background. We just entered back onto the main river from the canal. We're heading towards the temple, which is our final destination. And there's the palace again. That was a big... We've done a big old circle around. Got to see the old part of Bangkok. Look at that.
At least it got a little nap.
So we just docked at Wat Arun temple. Absolutely amazing. Let's go and check this place out. 200 baht for one person and a free bottle of water. Bargain. But this is something else. You have to come and see this in person. And we're here on an important day, so that's why it's busy as well. Everyone's wearing the traditional clothing. This is someone else. Absolutely stunning architecture.
It's got to be at least 80 foot tall, the central building. That's at a guess. And they've got these
Ladders going up. Obviously maintenance workers maybe, who knows. Let's have a look round.
So Wat Arun is also known as the Temple of Dawn. It's been around for over 369 years. It is absolutely massive. Come and check it out.
Let's have a look around.
This one big, this one there.
He's the protector. Right, it seems we've walked around. It's a little bit warm now. We're getting on to 10 to 2 in a day, so it's a little bit warm. We're gonna find out how we get back.
Back to the hotel. But take a look at this lovely, lovely sight.
Jumped on the ferry from Wat Arun, heading across the river back to number 8 so we can make our way back to the hotel. Literally just straight across the river. We can disembark, make our way back. Well, we're back at the hotel after a lovely day out. So if you ain't liking and subscribing, please do so. Share the videos, help the channel grow. I appreciate you all, and let's see you in the next video.